Hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Don't know why I'm speaking like that. We are in the culmination of what I'm calling Act 5. The part of the story where the people come together for the common good. I must admit, though, as much as I like Soken's music, I'm getting a little bit tired of this theme. I've been listening to it for basically 2 hours or something now. Give me some change in music. Ah, good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen. I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. So thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths abiding by proven methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honoured traditions. Ah, but I should mention the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earth seed, I believe he called it. In that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness. Or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? A Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Naught for it but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out? A moment, friends. There is something I would show you. In my non-specific accent. Aha. I say, those are heartstones. They are. The most prized possession of we of the Knights Blessed. And these belong to our kindred who have left us. Also, the ones from the kind of font? I think font is probably the best word for it. Immersed in water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbour no small amount of magic. We may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation on the Talos. What think you? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus are we also at peace. If our heartstones may serve to restore night to all the world, gladly do we give them. Lovely sentiment. So, Master Chai, if you could instruct us on how to distribute the heartstones? And Demajen, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? That's probably going to make everything go horribly wrong with all the Light Warden ether we've got in us. But we shall see. Rest assured, it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when attuning to an aetherites. Imbue the jade-coloured stone here, if you'd be so kind. Why the jade one in particular? The familiar-looking heartstone appears to glow faintly. Jade one. That will do. Thank you. Oh, it's Todia's. It's the one that we found. If this heartstone appears familiar, it's because it belonged to Todia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to Sin Eaters. Yes. Right. I've identified the spots on the talus where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued, then install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Why, thank you. Understood. We'll set about the task at once. When the talus awakens and the way to Mount Gulg is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We'll see you soon. Da-da-da. I'm assuming Mount Gulg is the dungeon. A moment, Urianger. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light. Do you? Be assured that I do. All which I require lieth in this land. I trust you, Urianger. And I swear to thee that thy trust is not misplaced. As ardently as I pray for the preservation of this world, so too do I pray for thy safety. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. Meh. Thanks, Estola. That was comforting. I'm told the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. It just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Northrend for this endeavour. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but will it be enough? Still level 78 quests? Yeah! There's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Demajen? Thank you. Where is the Exarch? The Exarch? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while. He came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he'd be fine. I do hope he's all right. Ah. Are we going to find out a little bit more about what and whom the Crystal Exarch is, I wonder? Anybody else getting a little bit tired of this music? The Exarch does not appear to be nearby. Shoebill. The Exarch does not appear to be anywhere in the vicinity. There is only the Shoebill gazing unflinchingly southward. That's an odd detail. Aha. Oh dear. He in a bit of a state. Oh, finally. Hello.
The future is where my destiny awaits. Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak.
Why?
Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body.
Is he becoming one with the tower? Or is he part of the tower?
When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away.
That I kind of figured out already. It does kind of annoy me how the veins on his hands kind of end at the knuckles quite abruptly there. Minor details. What were you before
quite
then?
A journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled.
Yeah.
How goes the construction effort?
Almost done.
Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me.
Tell me things.
Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
Rest a while. Settle matters with the Empire? Don't know. What I always do, seek out mightier foes. Don't really know.
Well, you needn't hurry to decide. I was merely curious to know what sort of future lay in store for a hero with her life ahead of her.
Sounds like he thinks this is over.
To do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path.
Fingers crossed.
You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made.
Unless we change jobs, in which case people tend to forget who we are.
And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path.
Oops. Remember this. I would know more of you.
Of me? You mean what I intend to do afterwards?
Nope.
I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said. Though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though she deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel.
Idlin?
I have come to terms with this in
Veen.
my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For she is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with her as friends, with no thought of concealment.
I haven't got a clue.
Should she indulge me with her tales, I would regale her with my own. About my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine.
Altana.
Then, I would ask her about her next adventure. And if she should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me.
Not us.
Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and
No.
take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it.
Who is he talking about? Do we know?
But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber.
Those who roused you from your slumber?
Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us...
Oh! I still think it's Rak'Tika. And he's forgotten. But then that wouldn't explain this woman that he's talking about. I should probably just let the story unfold as opposed to trying constantly to think 2 steps ahead. Unfortunately, that is how my brain works. Constantly trying to figure things out before the story actually reveals it to us. Which is kind of annoying, actually, because it means that I don't tend to get all that surprised in books. Whoop. Boing. Worry not, my friend. I am much revived for the fresh air and your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Another cutscene? Another cutscene. There's been a lot of cutscenes in this story. Oh, ooh. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace in the Source. Ba 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 ba. Ah. Elidibus. Elidizinos. Xenobus. Your Radiance. I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Selk? He has taken himself to the first to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. Oh? You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the Source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the First, as have her comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the Source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon her homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective. Of both of our objectives. Through Heidelin's meddling, her champions threatened to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path. One which will never see man reclaimeth his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is abhorrent, and it must be stopped before it is too late. The hour has come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone for the future of Garlemald? Oh dear, you do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. Who? What? Estinian. Oh, Xenos. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I would hope the beasts of this first are providing her proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos. Or would you rather I called you Elidibus? Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos Yegalvus. Borrowed echo, indeed. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Fight you for it. Your secrets are my flesh. I care not which you give me first. The choice is yours. Huh. Quite the quandary you've got yourself into there, Elidibus, because you know you can't beat Xenos in single combat. He is rather hard. 79! We're on the 79 quest, folks, so we're not actually that far ahead. It's taken quite a while to catch up. Extinguishing the last lights. Judging by the portentous look in his eyes, Chinese has something important to tell you. Right, so, while the two of you are away, I've received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Telos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its designated function. Namely, taking Mount Gulg in its grasp. Demajen, we may be certain that Vorthri will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. I am ready. Give the word, and I will relay the order to awaken the Kraken, the Talos. Engage! Very well. Let us begin. Bum 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 bum. Ba 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 ba.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Exacting?
Then you need only say the word.
The word.
Let us
Bird.
begin. See that everyone is in position.
Bird is the word.
We shall catch Vorthri, mountain and all.
Like the big fat cherub that he is. Ah, ba, 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 ba. I kind of feel like I want to go and glamour this outfit before I go into a dungeon. Oh. Whoa.
Here it comes!
Whoa. Nice music. It's Mahusiv. Let's hope it doesn't get turned against us. Hello, Oddbert. Yeah, it is the big thing from the Dungeons trailer. So it may still be a boss, but it's actually what's helping us. La, 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 la. Yeah, good luck, guys. Are we going to have to fight our way up it? Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to do...
Yes, yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger!
What did he... It's rock, guys.
Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
Vorthri marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected.
Yeah. Ba-da-ba.
We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice.
Okay. Nod.
Is that?
Ah! The king!
Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold, cruel, and heartless! Summon us in times of need, we expressly said, yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name?
Heartless!
Yes, yes, we may also have said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men.
You did.
But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to her aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with her?
One.
We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
Oh, man. Mine! Yoink! Down you come! Well, we've got a way up now. I think they're mad at me. Thank you, Faeul.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept the help.
I also did not expect that.
I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg.
Dungeon
and be ready
time.
to make the ascent.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ah. Right. Onwards. Probably quicker to teleport and go that way, I would think. At least the music's changed. After like 2 hours, the previous track. Oh. Oh, we can get up there. Didn't think we were going to be able to. Is it going to be this gate up here? Yeah, it is. Mount Gulg. There you are. It's time. Shall we? Vorther cannot hide from us now. Will not be long before the Sin Eaters mark our presence. Everyone is here? Good. The Talos has taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we will use its body as a bridge to reach Vorthry's sanctuary. The Sin Eaters will make us work for every arm across. But we will carve a path through their ranks and meet with their master regardless. Last one there's rotten egg. For the first. Lolly ho! Dungeon unlocked. Probably. Mount Gulg is now accessible. And that is going to do us for that episode, because the dungeon's going to take a good half an hour, probably. And that'll push this episode to well over an hour. And we don't want that. I'm trying to keep the dungeons as their own separate episodes. So, yeah. Next time, folks, we will be ascending Mount Gulg and just seeing what is at the top of that. I'm quite looking forward to this one. I've been looking forward to this one since the dungeon reveal trailer. So it'll be very interesting to see exactly what's up there, what the bosses are like, and so on and so forth. I'm assuming we're going to have to face off against Vorthry, or that might be a separate trial. The boss of this one, I'm suspecting, might actually be that lady Sin Eater, the one that seemed to be a little bit unique. She's probably the final boss. And then Vorthry, most likely a trial afterwards. Either way, there's still an entire level's worth of content after that. Well, what happens next? Who can say? We'll find out next time. Thank you for watching, and lally-ho!
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.